Black pearl, precious little girl, you've been in the background much too long. Black pearl, precious little girl, come into the sunshine where you belong. Black pearl, black girl, hiding behind the body of a little boy. Deep in your heart, you knew you would always stand apart from those who were normal, whatever that is. Black pearl, black girl, all the little boys knew. They tried to do the nasty to you when nobody was looking, tried to be your nighttime lover in the dark. Black girl, the science teacher told your mama he's such a happy-go-lucky little boy. But there was no joy. Your pain ran deep. Why me, God, you prayed on midnight knees. Black pearl strolled around the neighborhood for the first time at 12 years old. 2 o'clock sun bouncing off your mama's wig, heels, lipstick, the whole nine. And the old men at the barber shop and the liquor store and the body shop whistled and hissed, and you just wanted to be kissed like a girl. Black pearl, precious little girl, you've been in the background much too long. Black pearl, precious little girl, come into the sunshine where you belong. Black pearl tried to hide the shame, dated girls, but it was all a game. No one could see beyond the darkness, the indigo blues. Tried to understand why anger followed you around like a baby brother. Seemed like nothing really mattered but the way the silk caressed your brown skin, black girl. You loved how your legs transformed themselves into Hollywood gams when you slipped on those pumps. Felt like the heart of a woman beating behind your unblossomed chest. A disease was brewing between you and yourself. Tried to understand why anger followed you around like a baby brother. No rhythm, no rhyme. Black pearl took the L all the way downtown to the Chicago Public Library. Found a book about a woman just like you. Realized that others had been through the fire, to the limit, to the wall, and for one chance to be yourself, decided to risk it all. Black girl, this is not a dream deferred. Life is to be lived. Not a wound to hide, but a gem to be displayed. And from that day to this, you held your head a little higher, never cried aloud. For once, you were proud, thanked God for the sunshine. Black pearl, black girl. My name is Andrea Jenkins. I am a transgender warrior. That means I was assigned male at birth, but my identity didn't quite match up with how society defines what a woman's body should look like. This created tremendous stress for me in my early years, internal stress. Externally, no one ever suspected a thing, even though my grandmother used to always say, "You should have been born a girl. You got those pretty legs and that beautiful hair." I would say to myself, "Little do you know, I am a girl." Never said it aloud, though. I haven't thought about that for a long time. Stories shape our world. They shape the way we relate to each other and ourselves. Stories are how we gain access into other people's lives. They help us to understand, to empathize with those who are not us. I have been fortunate to hear firsthand the stories of other trans and gender nonconforming folks, to document, transcribe, and make accessible those stories. To date, I can tell you that I have interviewed 90 different people: Black people, people living with disabilities, Latinx, Muslim, Christian people, white people, Two-Spirit people, and Asian Pacific Islanders. The age range is literally from 18 to 83, and the experiences are each unique. The common thread is that they are all transgender and gender nonconforming. When we realize that humanity is a mirror of the flora on this planet, realize that all roses are flowers, but not all flowers are roses. There are violets, daisies, mums, lilies, and we appreciate them all for their beauty. Well, we certainly understand that not all humans are transgender, but we must also understand that all transgender people are human. And why must I say human? Because there are people out there who will deny our humanity, our very existence. People who want to dictate when and where transgender people can use the bathroom. People who murder us with impunity, citing the transgender panic defense in over 40 states in this country. And what is the transgender panic defense, you ask? It's when a perpetrator cites that he, and it usually almost always is a male, was tricked into believing that she was a woman, but she was trans. And so therefore, murder is justified. There are people who can walk into a nightclub in Orlando with an automatic machine gun and slaughter Latinx and Black and Indigenous people simply for transgressing the false ideas of the gender narrative that currently dominates our culture and society. These issues impact us all in very direct ways. Take, for example, the bathroom bills in North Carolina, HB2. If we had a culture that supported gender-neutral bathrooms, it would benefit all women who stand in long lines in public facilities, while male-identified people waltz in and out of the restroom stress-free. It would benefit people living with disabilities who require a differently gendered caregiver to assist them in the bathroom. It would help the father at the airport with his 2 daughters who desperately need to pee but can't go alone. It also impacts us because many of these bills not only target transgender people, they aim to limit all of our civil rights. In Charlotte, North Carolina, HB 2 also restricts the city of Charlotte from raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. It eliminates the options for people of color, immigrants, women, and others to file discrimination claims to the state. These are attacks on humanity. They're trying to roll back all of the progress that we have made in our efforts to live together on this planet. I don't just want to live in a neighborhood that is free from inequality. I want to live in a city that is free from inequality. And I don't just want to live in a city that is free from inequality. I want to live in a country that is free from inequality. And I don't just want to live in a country that is free from inequality. I want to live in a world that is free from inequality. And I need you to help me do that. A requiem for the queers, or why we wear the color purple. We wear purple because all queens deserve a royal crown. Because it speaks volumes to those who claim they are colorblind, and it connects us to an ancient cultural legacy. We wear purple for Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera, two stars, street transvestite action revolutionaries, wore purple when they marched at Stonewall. We wear purple for all the queers who died on June 24th, 1973, in New Orleans, when a bigoted homophobe sprayed Ronzinol lighter fluid on the stairs and tossed a match, and the ensuing flames traveled to the upstairs lounge, killing 32 people 42 years ago, just 4 years after Stonewall. We wear purple for all the queer, trans, and questioning youth that will sleep under a bridge or trade sex for a place to stay tonight. We wear purple for the indigenous and two-spirit people representing our struggle on the daily. We wear purple because radical women of color feminism shapes our thoughts and mindsets, offering critical resistance to the prison industrial complex, male patriarchy, and religious subjugation. We wear purple because we have to rewrite the narrative of what is and who is a woman. We wear purple for all the kids bullied in school for taking the risk to be themselves. We wear purple because the intersections of race, class, gender, and sexuality is the street we live on, and we can't move even if we wanted to. We have to act against what is considered normal. All of y'all can go and get married now, but I can't even vote because my ID does not match up to the person standing in the ballot box. All of y'all can go and get married now, but I still have to suffer a urinary tract infection because I can't use the bathroom in some public spaces. All of y'all can go and get married now, but Cece McDonald was locked up in the men's facility at St. Cloud Correctional Facility for standing her ground against transphobic, homophobic, and racist attacks, while George Zimmerman, who murdered Trayvon Martin, is still walking around a free man with his gun in his waistband. All of y'all can go and get married now. And believe me, I ain't mad at you. For it means that we have moved a little closer to a more just, more righteous society. But we still got a long way to go. The personal is political. We wear purple for Miss Major and the Transgender Intersex Justice Project. My homegirl from Chicago who marched at Stonewall too and is still putting in revolutionary work for the trans brothers and trans sisters on lockdown. We wear purple for Leslie Feinberg and Kate Bornstein, two transgender warriors who taught us lessons we will never forget about who we are and what we are, and how beauty is our birthright too. I wear purple for my people, my beautiful transgender people. And what if love was the most powerful word in the ethos? Love, 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 love. And what if my transgender people were the embodiment of that love, representing everything and nothing? We wear purple because Elton John sang, and you can tell everybody this is your song. I know this might sound simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is when queers are in the world.